welcome to the Nintendo Boys Power Podcast, the Power Podcast that is not a ripoff of the Nintendo Power Podcast. Today I am joined by Matryessy.
Hello.
Meme Lord Animates.
Oh, I think he was gonna get a drink or something.
Don't worry, he's alive.
Don't worry, guys, he's alive.
Probably.
I'm also joined by Pixelazer.
Hi, I'm here again for some reason.
And Punch Pineapple.
Don't mind him, he's the pet.
Oh, Meme Lord is back. Do you care to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm dying. I died. I'm Dad.
Stop it, Dad! Alright, now, we are moving on to our topics, which is about the PS5 and Xbox, which is the headlining. And then we have... we ran out of ideas, so we resorted to that. Let's talk about the PS5 and Xbox first. Yeah, what do you guys think about that?
Well,
Three words
PS5,
for one.
you
Out
go
of
first.
stock.
They're very tasty.
The Xbox gaming fridge.
Oh, did you know that Xbox
yeah.
actually made a gaming fridge?
Yeah. They actually made a video about it.
It was actually amazing.
Wait, they actually
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah, I want that in my...
An actual fridge.
I need that in my
See
kitchen
it.
right now.
Where's
Epic
the-
Gamer.
Yeah, look it up. I remember I saw it on the official YouTube channel for Xbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they filled the freaking fridge with like a ton of references to like games they're gonna have on.
No,
They-
I don't think it was filled with games. It was like filled with...
No, not games, but like food that referenced the games.
They also had monster drinks,
milk.
so...
They had a lot of monster in there. It was basically a Kyle's wet dream. They loved it.
The new Series X fridge.
I bet, kids, they're like, Mom, get me the Series X, and the mom's like, alright, I came home with an Xbox One X, how do you feel?
Oh, you know that's gonna happen. You know that's gonna happen.
No, it already has happened. Karens are
Of
coming
course.
home with, oh, I got an Xbox One X, what? Are you kidding me? I want a Series X.
Listen, that's the issue with the naming when it comes to Xbox stuff. When you name it like Xbox Series X, and you have your Xbox One X, that's gonna confuse a lot of parents. And let's not get started on the grandmas out there.
It's just as bad as the Wii U.
It's even worse than the Wii U.
The-
Even worse.
It's like
Like
A
okay,
one-
you have
a
the
one
PS5
word
and the
difference.
PS4, right? The PS5 is a step up from the PS4. You could tell there's an obvious difference there. But then you have the Xbox One X and the Xbox Series X. You assume that the Xbox One X is a part of the Series X, as in part of its own thing.
You
One
go
thing.
from Xbox to 360 to 1. They really love math. And then they went to Series. Amazing name scheming.
At least they
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, at least they tried, you know.
Listen, I can already, off the top of my head, I could already come up with a better name, like the Xbox Next, the new Xbox.
What?
Or the Xbox
No
Neo.
way.
It's already, listen, I'm not saying those names are
Xbox
perfect,
2.
but I think they're better.
Xbox, the one that came after the Xbox One.
The
Boom, better
Xbox
name.
sequel.
It's still a better name.
Talking about effort, what about that PS5 logo? There's like nothing changed about it. I wonder how much
Yo,
the graphic
someone
designers got
Someone got paid a nice sum of money to just...
to change a number. You can see that in the thumbnail if you look very closely.
I want that guy's job. That guy must have made some nice money off of that.
If you couldn't
All
tell,
they had to do was hit backspace and press the 5 key.
You know, I think they could have changed the logo and made it a little bit cooler. I mean, like...
the PS3 had
Imagine-
Spider-Man font.
And I have a very sad confession to make. I played PlayStation All-Stars more than I played Smash Brawl.
Get out! Get out! No, I'm just kidding. Alright,
I'm sorry, I have to get this off my
what
chest.
the hell, man?
Excuse me.
PlayStation All-Stars for
Listen,
the
and worst
for the
part was I
PS5.
made Nathan Drake.
You're on a
No way.
I'm an embarrassment. I know.
Does any of you
Can't
have?
possibly do this to us?
Does any of you have a PS5 or Xbox?
No.
Lol, no.
Yeah, we're very rich. Yeah, I got money flowing out of my pocket.
Cough, cough.
Yeah,
Ruben,
yeah,
we don't talk about
I
that,
just
dude.
stole mine. You know,
Sorry,
So
I
when
think
I'm
I'm
trying to get a new console, I have to get my whole family to try and save up for it, so it's a family console. And my parents don't want to do that after we got the Switch and PS4, so
Come on, it's only a few $100. It's not that expensive.
it's only $500, guys.
Oh, sorry,
come on.
several $100. My bad.
That's chump change. So easy to come by, you know.
How many PS5s and Xbox Series do you think Ruben will get?
Oh God.
All of them.
You better share. You
Everything.
Better start sharing with us, man.
Everything. He will get
I bet
every
he eats them for
accessory in
breakfast.
game for them.
Yeah. I feel like he's gonna buy the fridge. He's gonna have it in his
Probably
room.
gonna end
He's
up
gonna
buying
buy the fridge, man.
Alright. So none of us have the systems, but we can do impressions on them because we've seen videos of them, I hope. The
Did
PS
you say do impressions of it?
Yes, we can do impressions of it, even though we don't even have the system.
I do know that the PS5 can do like 5 gigabytes a second.
Oh yeah.
Stuff.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah. But the Xbox can do 2.4.
So I
So
think
the PS5.
I think the biggest selling factor for the PS5 is the controller. I really want to try out the DualSense because it has HD Rumble, but on hella steroids. Like it has these.
You know about the trigger though, where you basically have recoil in the trigger.
Yeah, the adaptive triggers. Like it gets harder to push down, and like I've seen this demo of like some guy using a machine gun in like I think Call of Duty, and then the trigger was just going insane.
This is gonna make everyone mad, but the PS5 controller just looks like a friggin' Switch Pro controller, and the PS5 controller had a baby.
Oh God.
You mean the PS4?
You mean the
Switch?
PS4?
You know, yeah, but I don't even see that as a bad thing. You know what I do see as a bad thing? People looting the PS5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what people are doing, they're like buying the console.
Yeah,
The damn scalpers, you know.
Why?
Because profit.
People will do it to anything. Have you seen cars?
Have you seen the Cheeto market?
What?
What?
The what market?
Have you seen the Cheeto market? They sell single Cheetos for $20 on eBay. Have you not seen that?
What about the Wii U?
Oh, that's a dead market. We don't talk about that.
But also, have you seen like the Grand Theft Auto 5 load times in the PS5?
Yeah, the PS5 has some insane load times compared to the PS4. Mainly because it has a solid state drive compared to a hard drive.
I think it has a new one, doesn't it? Yeah, the hard state.
Solid state.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As opposed to liquid state.
the PS5 UI, on the other hand, it's basically the PS4 UI, but looks better.
Cancerous.
Cancerous.
What do you mean can't? It looks better though.
It does look better. It also has this control center with the cards. I'm not sure how many people will use those cards.
Here's the thing. It doesn't look. I'll admit it doesn't look the prettiest, but it looks like it's doing what it needs to. It looks efficient. While when we look at like the Xbox UI, which is just the
Oh
Xbox
God!
UI,
All right, let's move over
It's
to the
just
Xbox. The Xbox's UI is utter garbage. There's just a bunch of just a bunch of trash everywhere.
That's just
No.
no.
The Xbox Series
I haven't
X's
actually
UI.
checked it out yet. So.
It's like a bunch of clutter smacked into your face.
No, right. What they did right, they got the Xbox One and then just added a whole bunch of crap, and then that's it.
The Series X's the Xbox Series UI, it's a mess. They could use a lot of improvements, but the cool thing about it is that you can suspend games, so like you can play like multiple games and just jump right into them. Like let's say if you're playing Halo Infinite, if they only had Halo Infinite, you can jump straight into I don't know, Forza very quickly, kind of like a smartphone. And
so technically they're just making the Xbox into like a PC.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Yeah, it is.
No wonder why it looks like one.
So that's a point for the Xbox. It loads games a bit faster, I guess. That's just one single point. The Xbox loses 1,000 points because the UI is garbage.
And also it's slower because it has 2.4 gigabytes rather than 5.
Yeah.
I have to turn this cancellation. There's stuff going on in my background.
Alright.
Spooky.
The Xbox also barely has any compelling games, which kind of hurt the launch. The only games you can really play are like backwards compatible games.
And Fortnite.
And Fortnite. That's an option. You know, that's an option.
But you shouldn't take it. Don't ever.
Don't ever take it.
Just don't.
Although
Don't
the
submit
Xbox,
to Fortnite's will.
although the
It will
Xbox
kill you
doesn't
somehow.
have many games, it does have
It will get you
backwards.
to spend money on cosmetics.
It does have backwards
Ooh, very
compatibility,
scary.
which is really good.
Hey, you know what? I'll be honest. I'm a little disappointed for PS5.
Yeah.
What I was
Same
hoping
here.
for, it was backwards compatibility to all the consoles: PS1, 2, 3, and 4.
No, but they're probably just going to do that thing which we did with the PS4, where you just have to buy them again.
Yeah, I know they're gonna do that. But Nintendo did a similar thing.
Ha! Stupid dumb Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
Am I right?
God.
I know.
Stupid, dumb Nintendo Switch Online.
And stupid services.
Dumb, stupid.
Every
My
episode.
Nintendo.
Every
Mention
episode. Every episode.
Yeah.
So that's another point for the Xbox. Backwards compatibility. It's just better than the PS5.
Can I just say a negative for both the consoles?
Sure.
Yeah.
They have Fortnite on.
Alright, true.
Yeah.
That's just a negative thing of life.
The world
Fortnite
ends-
itself.
The world will come to an end when people stop bashing Fortnite.
Are you insane? Fortnite's gonna outlast the world. The servers are gonna stay up forever.
God will be playing Fortnite when the sun explodes.
The third Big Bang is gonna happen by Fortnite.
Mark my words.
Just the black
Fortnite will
hole
live.
event is. What if, guys? I have a theory. What if the black hole event is just the Big Bang of our universe?
Yeah.
No way!
Friggin'
No,
trucks
I'm
in the
sorry,
sky.
man, but I got this brain, this big brain that I don't think any of you could really even come to capture.
Well, I didn't know you had one of those.
What do you mean?
Nani.
Mind myself to punch him later.
Let's move on to power. The Xbox on paper is more
Yeah.
powerful than the PS5. But the thing is, though, the Xbox barely has any games right now, so it can't really show that power. It can only show, it can only stretch its muscles with backwards compatibility, while the PS5 can use the DualSense's haptics, which is probably the most next-gen thing about next-gen. Though it's less powerful, it does have more games that utilize the new gen's hardware, so. Yeah, alright. Intermission done. Karmaniac has joined us
sorry.
as a new guest. Thank you for joining halfway through the episode, you know?
Yay. Yay.
Yay.
That's me.
Alright. What are these clapping noises?
That's me.
Alright, are we done talking about the PS5 and Xbox? Because, yeah,
Did you talk about Bug Snacks yet?
Oh, yeah,
Just
Bug
can we have a
Snacks!
moment of
The
silence?
most next-gen game about next-gen, you know?
Definition of game of the year.
Bug
Yeah.
Snacks. Like,
What's
just
the
look
game
at the
of the year?
graphics.
Bug Snacks.
28,000 polygons
Dude,
per character.
Sorry, man, that ending made me cry. When the red
Wait,
bug
how
killed
many-
the green bug.
How many have you guys seen the actual ending though?
I have not. Tell me.
No, my only exposure with the game is the Donkey video and Ryuji's voice actor.
Yeah,
being in the
same.
game. And his Twitter. And he tweeted, "You can't escape me," and it was a picture of Ryuji and Bug Snacks.
For real? For real?
Yeah.
Bugsnax is Game of the Year. If it doesn't even get nominated for Game of the Year, I'm going to cry.
It's the tech demo of the century.
I swear to God, if Fortnite gets Game of the Year.
Yeah, screw off Astro's Playroom. We got Bugsnax. That should be it for Bugsnax. Let's move on to the discontinued.
I'm just saying, would Ryuji run for mayor?
Oh god. Let's move on to. All right, you know what? I came up with an idea. I'm gonna cut discontinuation from Mario Maker Wii U out of the podcast. We're moving to a new made-up segment called "What do you think of the Game Awards nominees?" Yeah, I forgot about that.
I like that.
I forgot that the Game Awards existed. All right, you heard.
Yeah, it did, even though it came out in 2018.
Yeah.
I really don't agree with that.
I didn't vote for it. I didn't vote for it for multiple reasons.
What about Fall Guys?
Fall Guys deserved a nomination. It had its month of
relevancy.
Died like a week later.
It was fun.
It was fun while it lasted, unlike games like Fortnite, where like they just didn't die as they progressively got less fun.
Alright, so forget anything you heard about Mario Maker Wii U.
For Game of the Year, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Doom Eternal, The Last of Us Part 2, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I voted Ghost of Tsushima because it's beautiful.
I think Ghost of Tsushima will win. Animal Crossing does have a slight chance, but I don't think it will.
I voted Doom Eternal because that game is so much fun.
The soundtrack is so
Doom Eternal is really good.
Doom Eternal also has a chance.
I think Persona 5 Royal should have been a nominee, in my opinion, because again, the game is absolutely fantastic.
The Last of Us Part 2 and Final Fantasy VII Remake, they do have controversies, so I'm not really sure.
And The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
It was so split.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, from what I've seen of the game, I didn't really like what I was seeing. I haven't played it yet, but again, you can't really make a sequel to The Last of Us, one of the greatest games ever. You can't make a sequel to it.
Yeah.
I don't know how the first game ended, but it didn't have a finished ending, right? It implied there would be a sequel, actually, right?
It implied it, but the ending still would have. It could have been finished in comics. I think it could have been finished as like a movie, a comics, but not as a game.
A comic would have been really cool.
Yeah, the main problem with The Last of Us Part 2 is the story. It's like it has high stakes, and then at the middle part, you just get thrown back to the beginning as a different character.
Exactly.
Like,
no, I remember this. I remember a good analogy for how The Last of Us 2 was, right? And I'm not gonna spoil anything for anyone who wants to play. Essentially, imagine that. What's a good analogy? What's a movie where someone dies? Really popular that everyone already knows. There we go.
Star Wars.
There we go. Endgame, right? Everyone's seen Endgame. I don't feel bad spoiling it. So imagine if after Iron Man dies and Thanos doesn't die, right? You are angry that Thanos killed Iron Man, and then you go back to then essentially after you kill Iron Man, and you hope to play as a character who could avenge Iron Man. You guess who you play as?
You
Thanos.
play as Thanos.
Like, why would you do that? Why? What type of writing is that? That's basically a good analogy for it.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. If I think any game should be taken off, I think it should be The Last of Us Part 2. But in my opinion, if I were choosing, I'd take off Animal Crossing. It sold incredibly well, but think about it compared to normal games. The soundtrack isn't as good as the previous Animal Crossing games. It's good, but not as good. There's no story mode, but that's just Animal Crossing on its own. But if you're comparing it to every game here, there's good story, good music, beautiful animation. Hades was incredible for an indie game.
I agree with you.
Voice acting.
I agree with you.
Yeah, Animal Crossing.
But I still think it should be on because of how well it did and also how good it was during the pandemic.
Yeah, I agree with that. The thing is, Animal Crossing barely has any nominees in the awards. It only has 3 nominees compared to Last of Us Part 2, Hades, Ghost of Tsushima. They have a bunch of nominees for different awards. Animal Crossing only has 3. So I'm yeah, I don't think it can make Game of the Year. but yeah.
It's gonna steal so many. It's kind of like an election, right? It's gonna steal so many votes from other games.
Awards.
The thing with Animal Crossing, right, is that it's only on one console.
Mm-hmm.
And that not everyone's going to play it.
Well, isn't Ghost of Tsushima PS4 exclusive?
Yeah, but like everyone has a PS4, don't they? Everyone has a PS4, don't they?
Doesn't everyone have a Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch is the fastest selling console in the US.
It is.
Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. The ongoing game of the year nominees kind of make me angry.
Fortnite.
Yeah, here it is. It's Fortnite, Warzone, Apex Legends, Destiny 2, No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky wins for me.
Who the heck plays Apex Legends still?
I love Respawn. I play Apex Legends.
Oh yeah, did you hear that apparently Apex Legends is actually a sequel to Titanfall?
It's not a sequel, it's the same universe.
Yeah, just the same universe, but still.
Yeah. It's the future in the same universe.
But who the heck plays Apex Legends still? What?
For 10 years.
Apex Legends is a good game, though. I still think it's a good game.
Who'd you guys vote for best performance?
Best performance?
What are the nominees in
I
that?
haven't done all my voting.
I'm gonna botch some of these names. But it's Ashley Johnson as Abby.
I don't even do voting in the Game Awards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's Laura Bailey as Abby in Last of Us Part 2. I'm gonna botch this one. Sorry to every Japanese person ever.
Daisuke Tsuji.
Daisuke Tsuji as
Sorry,
Jimmy.
I played Persona 4. Like, literally just Daisuke. I could understand this.
Okay, there's I'm not gonna lie, I thought that said Logan Cunningham. Logan Cunningham as Hades. And there's Najee Jeter as Miles Morales.
Yeah.
No,
I haven't played any of these games yet because I'm dirt poor, man. And I'm probably just
AAA titles.
Same.
But mobile game, here we go. Legends of Runeterra, Call of Duty Mobile, Among Us, Genshin Impact, Pokemon Cafe Mix.
Oh yeah, Genshin Impact, the quote unquote bootleg Breath of the Wild.
You have to give it to Genshin Impact.
I
probably the best developed mobile game of the entire year.
I really have to be honest. As much as I like Call of Duty Mobile and Among Us, I'm sorry, man, but Genshin Impact really.
Among Us isn't even this year, so.
Music, graphics,
like
gameplay.
Like Among Us, right? Among Us, it's like when you have a skin, it's just an image over the character. You can tell when and other stuff as well. So there's only 2 frames of walking.
Oh yeah.
I liked Among Us. I liked Among Us until I stopped watching Among Us on YouTube. The thing is, since it's such a prevalent scene in gaming, YouTube recommends it to literally everyone. It's like, oh, you like gaming? Maybe you'd like Among Us. And it's just my entire YouTube recommended, even though
I get what you're saying.
The thing with Among Us, right, it has a toxic community. It's boring after 100 games, and really, after this tournament I'm going to be in, I'm probably not really going to play it much.
Yeah.
Right.
Among Us isn't even from this year, so why?
I don't think that deserves to be nominated. Neither does Fortnite.
Alright, so let me read off role-playing games of the year. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Persona 5 Royal, and Wasteland 3. Persona 5 Royal for me.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Those are all good games. I don't know about Wasteland 3, but the rest were all, good. I'd rate them a 7 out of 10.
The Final Fantasy remake, though, that was,
It was unfortunate because they changed so much.
Yeah, the ending of Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's a bit controversial, but it's still alright.
I need to play that. I really wanted to play it.
That, really disappointed me.
But I need to play the original first.
Yeah, I'm playing the original right now.
The original is way better. If you pick between the remake or the original, I would pick the original.
Yeah.
You guys want to cover this? Who do you think it's gonna go to?
I think it's gonna go to. Here's the thing. Hear me out. I think it might go to Persona 5 Royal. And I'm not saying that as bias.
Yeah.
The game has become kind of the gold standard for JRPGs. whenever you see anything about a JRPG, it's always compared to Persona 5.
Yeah.
Everything's Persona 5.
That
the
is
Persona 5 community, or Persona community in general, is so loyal to their own game. I wouldn't be surprised if each of them voted for it multiple times.
Exactly. Listen, the Persona 5 community, as much as I don't like them, they are insanely dedicated. And you know what? I'm gonna have to pick it also since I'm just a Megami Tensei fanboy.
Because, like, other communities, right, you have either the good communities or the really bad ones. Like, the Among Us community has, like, a mixture of both. Where it's like,
It's because so many people play it, just everyone is in that community.
Yeah.
That's what happened with, like, Minecraft and Fortnite. It's just, like, everyone's playing it, and then all you see is, like, Fortnite, right?
Persona 5 has aged like fine wine, though. Yeah. Everyone is like still talking about it in a positive light years later.
Like, do you still hear people talk about, like, positively about Fortnite, like, this year?
Lol, no.
People, dude, I was so happy when I realized people stopped talking about Fortnite.
Wasn't Persona 5 nominated for Game of the Year in 2017?
I still think the best Persona game is Persona 3 and Persona 2 Innocent Sin.
The original.
Don't you get to fight Hitler in Persona 2?
What the fuck?
Hitler's actually the final boss of Oh, that's a spoiler. Donovan, can you please bleep that out, Donovan?
Sure.
That's actually a spoiler.
I'll try and find it.
Yeah, but it's the title of the video.
That's actually a spoiler.
It's a localized name, though.
I don't want to hear about Hitler. He's a very depressed guy in German politics.
Yeah, but in Persona 2, he's like this godlike figure. It's hilarious.
He's actually.
His name is actually Yarthotet. Here, let me type it in chat.
He's actually in Persona.
He's also in Sniper Elite 4.
That's his name in Persona 2.
In Sniper Elite 4 as well, you just snipe his balls and that's how you know what's in.
Oh my.
Cool, you're Daniel. I love that so much.
There is a category where there's a lot of Nintendo games nominated. Like it's the family games. Yay, family games.
I'm going down there.
What?
Yeah.
Family games. Let me see.
There's a bunch of Nintendo games nominated.
Animal Crossing wins, no question.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing. Because
that is a section where I'm not upset to see Animal
What do you think Persona would be a family game? No. Like, just say Matryessy, I don't think it would be.
Yeah, probably not.
So the Game Awards.
That strategy, I'm not too educated on, but if any of you guys are,
yeah, not really. I'm more like,
sports/racing. I feel like I'm not a part of like those communities, but I feel like within them there's a lot of controversy right now because of FIFA and NBA. Because they're both argued same game every year. The new NBA apparently wasn't that good aside from the graphical enhancements.
Whoa, we're breaking new ground here. The new NBA wasn't good?
No way.
It's a really good thing.
Yeah.
Breaking new ground.
The new NBA is so good, you can see the sweat.
Negative for like a week.
No, as soon as it came out, maybe around 30 or 40 minutes when it came out, I checked it and it was like overwhelmingly negative or something.
FIFA 21, I think did a little better.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I somewhat dabble in FIFA. I kind of have fun in it. But like that's just FIFA 15, and FIFA 15 is like the last good FIFA.
I thought isn't FIFA 13 the best one?
I think FIFA 13 is the best one, but FIFA 15 is like the last good one.
Can I tell you something about FIFA though? Is that practically, besides a few new stuff, every game is practically the same. You go on the pitch and you do the game. That's it.
Oh, aren't they just putting all their resources into
the games though? I saw like two faces on like where you get to select a face. I forgot if this was NBA or FIFA, but there were these two faces that were the exact same. As in no difference. They just ripped the same model and put it in there to make it look like there were more than there actually were. It was and they didn't even spread it out. They were like almost on top of each other.
Wow.
One of the complaints I see the complaint I see the most with the new sports games is that they're putting all their investment into the team builder modes, which are buy card packs and then spin the die.
It's just straight up gambling.
It's gambling.
Loot boxes, am I right?
Yeah, more money for them.
But here's the thing, according to the ESRB, it's suitable for children, even though there's literal gambling in it. But hey, they gave a
suitable
Pokemon
for
game.
Children.
Yeah, but here's the thing, they gave a Pokemon game on the Game Boy, and everyone 10 up, I forgot which one it was, for having simulated children gambling in it. Where all it was where you would put in like a certain item, and you could get an extra of that item.
Yeah,
but that's not suitable for all children.
Would New Super Mario Bros. Be counted as that for the mini games?
Yeah. According to the ESRB, yeah. Yeah.
But they didn't.
I did some research for like a school paper, and there's like a lot of children that spend money on loot boxes without the parents' knowledge, and I think that's bad. I don't know about you, but I think that's bad.
It's good.
Yeah, it's such a good thing.
It's such a good thing.
Loot boxes aren't really a thing here. Like, you can get them, but it's
Yo,
not really a thing.
What do you mean they're not really a thing here? I swear I saw. No, wait, no, that might be Canada. Sorry, I kind of confuse you guys sometimes.
In the UK, right, you can get loot boxes, but it's not really a big thing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but like, I forgot which it was, but essentially EA was being sued for their stupid loot boxes.
Oh yeah, I think EA.
And then they used them as like surprise mechanics. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I think EA is like they have to stop using loot boxes in Europe, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, so they tried to compare them to like those Kinder Egg stuff. And referred to them as surprise mechanics.
You know, Chuck E. Cheese would be considered gambling if you were getting 0 tickets instead of 1 ticket.
Yeah.
The Kinder Eggs, you wouldn't buy more than like a few each time, and not all the time.
Unless you want diabetes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But loot boxes, like people.
I don't know about you, man. I know all about the stuff going on with Chuck E. Cheese pizza. I would still eat it. That stuff is great.
Again, Chuck E. Cheese and the thing.
Here are the nominees for best multiplayer game. I put them up in the chat.
I think Chuck E. Cheese.
Alright, we have, for best multiplayer, I
don't agree with Among Us, but I put in, to be honest, best multiplayer game, I'd have to go for Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah, best multiplayer nominees are Animal Crossing.
Though. It was really a single player experience where you could just tacked on multiplayer.
No, but it was heavily multiplayer though. They had a lot of stuff for multiplayer.
I voted Valorant just because I like seeing Riot Games get awards, but that's just pure bias.
With Among Us, multiplayer is, well...
Public lobbies are cancer.
Yeah,
true.
I have to agree.
Never join a public lobby. I tried to have a good game, it just never happened. The speed is either too damn high, or the kill distance and kill cooldown is insane. It's just garbage. Never join public lobbies.
All they have to say is
guys, after that, you want to play Among Us later.
Playing Among Us in public lobbies is like being a blind man in the middle of the freeway.
Also, public lobbies have a bunch of pedophiles. I was paired up with a pedophile once.
People.
It was fun.
I've run into a few of those.
I'm dying.
It makes a Persona fandom look like a bunch. It makes them look normal.
Jesus Christ.
That's the Among Us community, in my opinion.
They say that Corpse Husband has a leash on every pedophile ever.
Okay, shut up, all pedophiles.
Dude, I'll pedophile you if you don't stop talking about it.
I think we're gonna get demonetized, guys.
You're not monetized.
We're gonna get demonetized in our souls.
Listen, Donovan, the worst thing that happens is you get terminated.
No, the worst
yeah, we're gonna get terminated, guys.
Gets canceled later on.
No, that'll happen.
Karmaniac made fun of us. Get him. I don't even want people like that watching my videos. Like, imagine, for example, any of us. Are we all content creators here?
No.
Not a content creator yet.
Okay.
No.
Just imagine at some point you have people in your DMs like, dude, I wanna fuck you. Here is my hentai.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate that so much.
I'm very happy for you. Leave me alone.
Good job. Fuck off.
Sorry. If this is your gesture for marriage, get some help.
Get some help.
Because this does not make me wanna
smash
marry
you.
This makes me want to stay away from you. As a very famous song said, "Don't stick your dick in crazy."
In the famous lines of somebody, stop, don't touch me there.
That is my no-no
Twitter DMs.
Alright, I think that should be enough for the Game Awards segment. I think that should be it for, well, the whole episode in whole. Thank you to Karmaniac, Matryessy, Meme Lord, Pixelazer, and Punched for joining me.
Wait, just call me like Tails DE or something now.
Okay.
Because I don't like being called
Yeah.
At least get my name right. Damn.
Oh,
I don't really want to be
I'm
called
sorry.
Meme Lord anymore.
okay.
I'm gonna punch you next time you call me Matryessy.
And the next time you call me Meme Lord.
I think, is that a threat?
Yes.
It's not a threat, it's a promise.
Yeah.
It's good enough. Same thing.
Meme Lord.
And pronounce my name as Matryessy.
Matryessy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so as I'm getting death threats, I think that's a good time to say goodbye.
Someone has a death wish.
Next time you see me on camera, I might have a knife in my head. So, yeah, bye.